Hey everyone, I'm Nina Zeta with Sidewalker Daily, and I am just so excited for today's topic because it is going to help creators and influencers make more money by doing my favorite thing, which is getting help and hiring an assistant. Now, when I say assistant, don't take that word as that word. It could be like an influencer partnership director or someone to come on board and support you with your brand partnerships, or it could be a social media manager, or it could be a virtual assistant, right? It could be an influencer assistant. These are all different titles that I will throw around. The bottom line is you're getting help, because let me just tell you something. In my experience as being my own business owner, the only way to scale is to get help. Period. End of story. It is impossible to do it all as much as we all want to. It just is. And one of the biggest things I learned in business is that you got to do what you're good at. Everything else, someone else can do, but we all have a little light inside of us, a little shiny coin or a little gem. And that's what we need to nurture, because that is just the area we're going to fly in, right? Instead of trying to do all the things that we're not good at. So I hope this video, what I'm going to share with you is how you can obviously increase your income, hiring an assistant, why it's beneficial, and all that good stuff. But I also want you guys to I'm going to just say it flat out, because we're going to be honest with each other here. You need to also understand that it is, yes, an investment to hire someone. Of course, I know that. You have to think long and hard about that. But I am a firm believer that you got to spend money to make money. You need to invest in help, of course, if you can, because it's going to, I think, change your world. It's changed my world here at Sidewalker. Our team has grown exponentially, and every time we bring in a new person, our company just, does better, and my time is freed up to do the stuff that I love to do. And I don't mean love to do like in my personal life. I mean love to do at work, right? I could help you in your personal life too. I don't know, because I'm always working, but that's what today's video is going to be about. So let's start off by understanding like the big picture here, being an influencer creator, doing this full time. Wait, before I share that, subscribe if you haven't already, if you like all things influencer and creator economy. I forgot to say that. That really helps us here on the channel. So what I was saying is understanding the benefits of outsourcing. Outside of just being able to do what you want to do, you have to think of every single thing that goes into your personal business, right? So like from writing emails to your list, to editing videos, putting the text on the reel, whatever. If you sat down and wrote every single thing that you do for your business, I'm sure that list would be crazy long. And like I tell my one-on-one coaching clients, homework, that's your homework here on the YouTube channel. Write all the things that you do, and you're going to see that that list is long. So how can we free up some of your time, right, to spend in revenue generating areas? So what I mean by that is, let's just say you're boggled down in editing YouTube videos, but really what you should be doing is working more with brands or pitching or doing other stuff. This is where I'm going to tell you, if you had an assistant or you had someone that you could bring on, a video editor just to support you with content, then you can be doing the things to bring you more money, right? So that is something, if you're hiring someone to support you with those sort of tasks to free up your time should then be allocated to revenue generating areas. Alternatively, you can bring in someone to help you with the revenue generating areas. So for example, pitching to brands, all my pitching to brands mastercourse students, you guys know it is not glamorous. It is not always fun. It's a lot of work, right? Our course gives you the map to the buried treasure, but you still got to do the work. So if you were to bring on an assistant in that space or help in that space, maybe every week they are researching brands, getting their emails, and pitching on your behalf. Because maybe, again, that's not your strength. Your strength is creating really funny, cool TikToks, right? Again, I don't know. So getting support, and that person is arguably revenue generating. So if, let's just say you pay that person a certain amount a month and they bring in double that not only are they paying for themselves, but they're bringing in money into the business. Now, if they're just making enough to cover their salary or what you're paying them, then that's not good business, right? That person needs to bring money into the business, not just pay for themselves. I think some of the biggest tasks that we see that are outsourced, they kind of fall into 3 buckets. You'll see them in brand partnerships, social media management, and content creation. So content creation tasks are, like I said, all the editing, social media, like putting the posts together, all the work that goes like into the content, ideally like script writing maybe, or helping you come up with topics, like anything that's content. And then there's the social media people who are helping you post, schedule, write captions, engage. anything that's social media driven. And then there's that third bucket, which is the brand partnership section, which is all about working with brands, pitching to brands. That's kind of how we see influencers and creators kind of divvying up the work. And that's actually the exact way that we formatted our Influencer Assistant Academy course. So we have a course that is not for the influencer or the creator. It's actually for assistants to take and for people who want to be influencer assistants to take, to train them so that you guys don't have to. Now, if you do have an assistant that you've already brought on board and you don't want to train them because you don't have the time to do so, then maybe that course is a really great gift to give them and enroll your potential assistant into so that they can take that influencer assistant course and be trained technically by us. So I will leave a link below. If that is useful or helpful, you guys can check it out. So identifying the tasks that you're going to outsource are really, really important. And also just being really clear with objectives and deadlines. This is due here, this is due then. You know, finding a system also that helps you maybe manage those tasks. We use ClickUp here at Sidewalker. That's a great tool that we use to kind of like oversee everything running in our company, but find a tool that works for you, some sort of management system, so that you and your potential assistant can be on the same page. Now, you'll have to train this person. You still have to CC them on emails, especially if you want them to hear how you write, how you talk, you know, and include them as much as you can, because that ultimately will just help them understand the way that you work and what your expectations are. The clearer you can be with what you're looking for, the better results that you're going to get. Now, of course, it's really important to set those boundaries with your assistant, especially if they're for work. You want to make sure you have your, just work, not bring them into the personal life, as tempting as that may be, just kind of separating things, at least in the beginning, because it is a job and it's someone that you're paying and you're bringing in. So definitely setting those boundaries is an advice I give all creators when they're hiring someone. When you set up your interview, definitely have them do sample work. That's something that I can't stress enough. Like, they were going to help you with like captions, give them 2 posts and be like, what would you put the caption for this? Just to see what they would do. Of course, pay them for their time, but get them, get some sample work. And there's always opportunity to set a trial run with your potential assistant so that you don't feel like you have to commit to anyone. One of the biggest areas that I see that creators struggle with when they hire people, there's a few, but I think something always comes to light is this trust factor. Influencers are like, I don't want to give them my password. I don't want to let people in. They're very attached to their platforms. To which I say I've been there, and I've also was like that, but you're gonna have to learn to let go a little bit. Yeah, I'm not saying day one, here's the keys to the castle, but eventually if you're having someone support you, you're gonna need to figure out a system. I'm not saying to give everyone, on the internet, your password, a stranger to your social media accounts. I get that. So I'm not saying that, but I am saying that, it's something that you may want to consider as you go along, depending on the role that they're going to be involved. Now, of course, if they're doing your scheduling and you have a third-party tool, that's fine. Or if you're going to literally print screen every DM and just send it to them, there's a brand request in there, that's fine too. I'm all about relieving you guys of work. So, I know that trust takes time to be built. So I'm not saying right away, but it is something that you should have in your mind. Okay, how am I going to train someone and really build that relationship with them so that if I did need them to come in, that they could support me. All right, guys, I hope this video has been helpful. Let me know if you're going to hire someone, if you're going to be bringing on people, if you've already had people on your team. Let me know how that's worked out for you guys. Let me know in the comments. I read them all, and give any advice to other creators because we all learn from each other. All right, see you guys in the next video.